Alright, so I'm going to talk about what I do to clean and maintain my Roomba 650. This would apply to most of the Roombas, but I've got a 650 here. So I start with, I get a bag to kind of put the hair and all the string and anything else that might be tied up underneath. I put it on top of a towel. My Roomba came with this little cleaning tool and a screwdriver. So that's what we're going to need to do this. First, go ahead and turn it off. Hold down the power button until the green light turns off, and then remove the dust bin. And then go ahead and flip the unit over. And the first thing I kind of do is just a visual inspection here. I make sure everything's free spinning and that the tires go up and down. Right off the bat, I can tell I've got some string here. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but I've got a little bit of string wrapped around in this little side brush. So first thing I'm going to do is spin this around so you can see it. I'm going to take this little screw out, and that's just a quick, easy deal, and you can see that we've got string wrapped around this. Now the more string and hair and things that are wrapped in here in this entire unit, the quicker the battery's going to wear out, the quicker the entire unit is going to wear out, because it's not easy on motors to have that kind of resistance. So just doing this every, I would say, 2 weeks is going to go a long way in ensuring that your Roomba lasts a lot longer and you go longer without replacing the battery. So that's all that takes, is just a quick little clean out of that. I also will remove this little front wheel, and it just pulls out. There's not even a screw or anything. And there's always hair and dust and things that kind of get caught in there. And a lot of people ask me, well, if you got to do this type of maintenance on a Roomba, why not just use an upright vacuum? It's not really saving any time. Well, actually it is. We probably run this Roomba about 2 hours a week on average. And if it takes me every couple weeks 5 minutes to clean this thing out, I'm saving myself a ton of time messing around vacuuming. So, and actually, I would say this, for our purposes, we have mostly hardwood floor. This does as good of a job as an upright for us. I don't really notice any sort of a difference. And then also, the Roomba's got all these sensors, so it doesn't go off, any ledges or anything. So I just kind of, if I've got a microfiber cloth, I'll kind of rub it with that, but right now I don't, so I'll just rub it with my finger. Everything else looks pretty clean. The wheels are free spinning, so that's good. Flip it back around. Now this is pretty much the most important part to get cleaned, in my opinion. Push these 2 yellow tabs, and this little cover comes up. Pop off this yellow cap. I just cleaned this about a week ago, so it's really not too bad. But I go ahead and I take my little cleaning tool and just kind of run it through. And what this does is, if there is any hair or string or anything wrapped in there, it's going to basically cut it, so it's easier for it to come out. So you can see I'm getting all sorts of stuff here. And really, this should not detract you from buying a Roomba. This is minimal cleaning. For the amount of hours this thing is run, this week it's been kind of a crazy week. We've had people in and out of our house, so I've been running the Roomba a lot. So really, to take just a few minutes and clean this out, and this is even overkill. I mean, I probably could have gone another week or 2 without doing this easily. So again, I'm seeing a little bit of hair coming out of here. I don't think this would be so bad. We've got one person in our household, my wife, that has long hair. So really a good part of this is just her hair. The dog's hair is relatively short, so it really doesn't get stuck in here at all. So again, you'll see I've got some hair wrapped around these brushes. And I should also mention that, even an upright vacuum should be cleaned out. But the difference is you're not running on a battery in an upright vacuum. So you don't notice the wear and tear as much as you would on something like this. On something like this, you kind of can tell if the battery's running out sooner than it usually does. With an upright, it's plugged into a wall, you don't even notice it. So again, just kind of looking around for any dust or anything that might be anywhere. This is the dirt detect sensor. So I always like to kind of rub the dust off of that, just so it's got a nice clean surface. And that is basically it. This is a basic maintenance that takes about 5 minutes. Go ahead and reconnect everything. So again, I'm putting the little yellow cover on, and it just fits right in there. Put the yellow cover on this one. And that's it. The only other thing I will do is I'll make sure that I've got my bin nice and cleaned out. One thing I have noticed is if I do take my upright vacuum and I get this nice and clean, this little filter, the Roomba will suck up a lot more dirt. So if I can keep this clean, this is probably one of the most critical parts to getting the suction back where it needs to be on this Roomba. So, and I might do that every couple months. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, there you go. That is the quick once over on the Roomba. And you can tell we run it quite a bit. I've got a lot of scratch marks and things all over it, but this thing is just a beast. I mean, it really plows through anything. And been very happy with it. We've had it just about a year now, and knock on wood, we have not had to do any sort of replacements. I did buy extra little side brushes here, and surprisingly, I've not even need to replace this yet. I heard that these kind of fall apart after a while. I haven't had to do anything to this, so been very happy with it. Run it quite a bit, just like the manual says, to use it as much as you can and enjoy it. So thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.